Yeah, what's poppin', guys? Sizzle here. Welcome back to episode 3 of the Magneto only Bronze to GM. We're just gonna see my ranked adventures on this account. I mean, this might be educational to some people. You might be learning things, maybe where to position, how to use abilities, stuff like that. I mean, I'm learning stuff while I'm playing this. This is not a character I play, but this game is very similar to Overwatch. So just the raw kind of positioning and understanding of what's going on, I think really does help me, and it has really been beneficial to, I don't know, making it pretty easy for me to rank up. When the new season drops, which it still hasn't yet, the second half of season 1, I'll see if I can push Celestial. Maybe it's easy, maybe it's hard. And if it's easy, maybe I go from there. But nonetheless, it's a pretty interesting set of stuff. But yeah, let's. I didn't even look at our team comp. I don't know what we're rocking with. Let's see what we got going on. Classic TTT, can't go wrong with that. I will say, in my personal opinion, the current best comp in Marvel Rivals is a 1-2-3. One tank, two supports, sorry, two DPS, three supports. I mean, triple supports is like strictly the best, but you always want. I think for any comp to be good in Marvel Rivals, you need one tank and two supports. Everything from there is a little bit more debatable. You could debatably run three tanks, three supports, and have it work. But yeah, like the tank in the front line actually have a front line presence, or at least have like a diver or something, and then two supports to sustain the entire team are just super vital. There's currently no like DPS or tanks that really have enough self-sustain or any self-sustain, any way to regenerate or anything like that, where it makes it so those are not viable. I don't know if I'm supposed to have went this way. This doesn't seem like a good place to go. Taking a little too much damage. Hello, Invisible. If only I could aim. Another penny. Except this one's like, he knows how to use WSD. Okay, so I guess we're not gonna go through this side way. Let's go through main. Our team clearly is just getting stuck in that corridor, and that's a bit of a problem. But I just did like a full lap around. Right, yeah. Yeah, you're not supposed to off angle on this character, but it's just like we're in a low elo, people are clearly lost, clearly confused. Sometimes you just gotta show them how it's done. I guess I barely got that in time. Good pull. Just gonna ping. I pinged that person up there, by the way. It wasn't anyone else. Maybe I should have an input display, but honestly, I found whenever I add an input display, it's just too distracting for most people, and they really get lost. I can't believe that Rocket's alive. But, you know, you can't kill Rockets in high elo, no one's gonna be able to kill him in low elo. That random support ult after the fight was won. It's about what you expect to see in Bronze. I wouldn't expect anything better or worse. Hello there. See, Black Widow's interesting because she has like such little health, and realistically she's gonna miss all those shots. What the hell? Did he even fire his ult? I feel like that guy forgot to use his ult. Yeah, I was too far forward, but that's why you have the bubble for. If you ever mess up like that, you could just back out for free. Just get up that shield, a lot of damage coming through, man. Might as well pop my ult. Oh, never mind. I was about to. When you lose that many people, it doesn't really make as much sense to do. Penny Parker just straight up harassing there. There's the revive station, we'll break that. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to shield off the Penny's heals there. That was what I was trying to do. But fortunately, I lived long enough for our supports to get back, so you know, nothing I did there was bad. That's our ult? Question mark? It's not our ult. I really thought that was our Invisible ult. I had no way of knowing. Well, probably a way of knowing, but I had no idea that it wasn't. Probably just got someone killed on my team by shooting into that guy. I didn't realize it worked from the back. Yeah, this rocket is walking at us. It's actually kind of annoying. But yeah, Just playing my life here. I mean, our whole team's dead. Clearly no point in fighting all the way back there. Hopefully we get some damage enough to like kill this guy at some point, because I'm not going to be able to do it. He's just going to get tank form repeatedly. Not much I can do about Spider-Man either. He's like impossible to hit. All he can really do most of the time is just, you know, play your role, do your thing, and see what happens. Okay. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, you can't flick it like that. I tried flicking it onto the Rocket Raccoon there, and that just didn't really work. But they are lost in the sauce back there. Might have to ping for heals. Thank you. Yeah. I can't really do anything rash on this character. All I can really do is if the supports get too close like that, I press them out, but I'm not gonna be able to finish the kills or anything. This guy can finish probably. I know I'm leaving main to do this, but that is like a whole tank who's gonna be killed. And then I'm on an all thing for free. Oh, that was a bad bubble. Could have used that on one of my supports so we didn't get killed by that ult. Good push by the Invisiwoman. Or Invisigirl, I don't actually know her name. I'm assuming it actually... Well, it's Superman, it'd be Invisiwoman, I think. That would just make sense. That's like my basis for naming schemes. Yeah. Keep my support up there, even though I kind of wanted to bubble myself for being low. You know, the amount of healing I will get will outdo the amount of damage I'd take there in that 1 second. That guy just wants to die. We already got the cap, so we have no reason to really hard pressure that. Yeah, you can see we haven't died yet. One of our DPS died 5 times, kind of impressive. But notice how much value I get, like just in raw, poke and everything, just by not dying, like playing my life, and playing well. Hopefully that rocket can finish the kill that I completely whiffed on. Unfortunately, it looks like he wasn't able to convert it. Might actually have to get help on it. Okay, we got him. That looked a little too close for comfort for someone that was literally the lowest health possible, but you know, it is bronze after all. Can't expect too much. Okay, I mean, you just stand there on support, I'm just gonna kill you for it. Yet again. I mean, look, you can, the amount of times you can just ignore a random tank or DPS, and you can just kill their backline for free, especially in low elos, is kind of criminal. Like, people really don't value their supports here at all. All they do is complain about heals, like the other guy in our last game. Despite us, like, winning, he just is like, nah, support issue, support gap, and I would be kind of shocked if it's not the same right now for them. Okay, we gotta be careful here. I'm definitely in a little deep. And they're hard pocketing this Winter Soldier, so instead of shooting the guy who's clearly not dying, I'm gonna go shoot his backline, who is also not fully dying, but taking a lot of damage. I forced them to go invisible, which is decent. Give the bubble to the guy so that he wasn't able to refresh his Winter Soldier ult. Okay. Now Aris goes to town. Let's try to help him out. We're finishing that kill for him. Yeah. Wasn't really able to do that, unfortunately. I kind of want to bubble my Rocket Raccoon, but he also is completely fine. Dude, I actually don't know how to hit the Spider-Man character on this character. There's like nothing I can do about him. Okay, we have our support ult up, which means I can literally walk at the entire enemy team because I'm immortal. And let's find their supports. There's one, there's two. Hello there. Okay, we at least forced one of their abilities, which ain't bad. Yeah, we kinda need their Winter Soldier to die, so I need my Winter Soldier to stay up. Hopefully hit some shots. Nice, he hit something. Good. Good point. Let me see 9 that. Get the Rocket Raccoon with that. Wow, that flick was awful. What an awful flick that. You could say, this whole time, just play my life, play my supports. Who's even contesting Spider-Man? Oh, it's gonna be Spider-Man, dude. I can't do shit about this character. I'm sure there's something on Magneto you can do about Spider-Man, but I have not figured it out yet. Like, I'm just sitting there getting pounded. Except I'm not getting pounded. It's my backline taking 1 point of damage and him stalling the point. That Spider-Man doesn't really know what's up. What's nice is by the time you get Spider-Mans who, like, are actually gonna kill your backline, you also get DPS willing to, like, swap to Namor or that just hit their shots on, like, Punisher or Winter Soldier, you can just kill them. So it's kind of like a non-issue, something I never have to think about, at least as a tank player. I mean, that's something I've definitely learned in video games. Like, the best way to, like, quickly improve and quickly do well in any random game is to specialize. You don't really benefit from learning every character and every role as much as you do by being just a tank player, DPS player, support player. Like, you'll get so much better so much quicker by just playing your one role and figuring out what you need to know. And what I generally need to know on tank, what support ults make people invincible, what abilities or support ults or whatever give people a damage amp, and then what characters can, like, basically one-shot me, which are stuff like Wolverine. Like, I need to know the Wolverine matchup as a tank. If I don't know how to deal with him, I will lose every time he's on screen. So that's something I learned very, very quickly. I learned very quickly that every support ult pretty much makes you invincible. The only one that doesn't is, like, Rocket or, like, the guys who, like, revive you or whatever. Beyond that, I mean, I don't even know what half of their abilities are still. I did sit down a few days ago and just look at all the abilities, but I already forgot what most of them are, to be honest, because I just don't need to know, right? I know Luna Snow is a stun. That much I know. I don't even know if Invisigirl is doing damage to them there, or what that really orb or anything is doing to them there. Pretty sure it just heals our team, but not 100%. Yeah, our Punisher's keeping an eye on main, and since he's not taking damage, that means there's no one over there, which means I can commit to being over here. And that's a Namor instead of a... I should call it a Spider-Man. Oh no, it's Namor and a Spider-Man. I guess for Black Panther, but I feel like that guy's just been feeding. He's 6 and 6, man. Like, we're doing well and he's just dying. Now that our shield's gone. What the fuck is this guy doing? I can't believe he got away with that, bro. I know this is low elo and all, but, like, that's insulting. But we just walked up and did not give a fuck. Okay, we're gonna take some attention. I'm gonna walk forward and draw some aggro so I can get bubble value. That's exactly what I did there. We have an Invisigirl shield right now and more than enough health so I can pull off my shield. Was late to block that Black Widow. She hit a shot there, that would have been my fault. Does she just become, like, immortal when she goes invisible? Because I knew she was still in there somewhere. Okay, okay. Why am I stunned? Dude. Yeah, that's why you want bubbles available, bro. I didn't even understand what's happening there. I was like, oh, I'm stunned, I'm low, let me mash bubble and walk out of there. And shocker, I mash bubble, I give him mortal, I walk out of there just fine. It's all a resource management positioning game. Right? Punisher's about to do some dumb shit. I'm not gonna support that type of activity, bro. If they go on him, I can help them, but I'm not about to, like, be in front of him with a shield. It'd be really stupid. Give up a lot of space. That's another thing a lot of people need to recognize, especially support players. If someone on your team is playing really awful, just doing shit that makes no sense in the slightest, like, just let them die. You know, if they die enough, they'll figure out on their own, like, wait, I'm doing something wrong. Okay, for some reason we're pushing this, and then might as well help out with it, I guess. Okay, Spider-Man just killed my entire team back there, so I need to just try to kill this person while I can. Because I can't really contest point 1v5 anyway. Really? Can we make it? Okay, I probably should have gotten back faster. It might be giving me my first death because I went on a little adventure. I saw her support ult, followed up with it. In any other elo, you have an ult that makes you immortal, you walk toward it, and you see what you can do. However, I completely forgot I'm in Bronze 3. That is actually my bad. Like, I should have looked, noticed no one came with me. Even though I didn't die and I got a kill and I got their tank, the amount of value lost by not having me there to deadlift, kind of a problem. Right? Yeah. I was gonna bubble there if you didn't hear that little sound effect. I'm just gonna stop chasing Spider-Man, that's someone else's problem. Venom's actually another problem. And I don't really know what to do about him either. I mean, at least with him I can damage him, but it's like he's just gonna leave every time he takes damage. Okay, trigger the Invisigirl ability. Okay, got that bubble because I'm low. Good Venom ult. That guy's suicidal. But I don't know why that guy's doing what he's doing. I'm glad you can't cancel ults in this game because I was cooked. I wonder if they didn't hear the sound effect either because I didn't hear my ult reactivate. Like, I wonder if that's a bug. That'd be kind of fucked up if the rocket died purely because zero Senki. It looks like our Invisigirl maybe doesn't, or whoever that was, doesn't know. I guess that's Cloak and Dagger. I thought that was Invisigirl. But it looks like she doesn't know what's up. I'm fine here. I have health and abilities to spare. Right? Right, okay. I wasn't sure for a second. I'm like, my supports are all up and there's zero other threats here right now. Surely we'll be fine. And I almost died there. That was actually kind of scuffed. I'm with 30 health. Gave the wrong person a shield because he body blocked. And somehow they still didn't die because that Spider-Man kind of booty. But yeah, it's interesting because a lot of people would just be flaming their Black Panther, but notice how he said absolutely nothing. He just played poorly, right? I just didn't support him whenever he went on really shitty dives and stuff. He died enough, and then he swapped character. And if he doesn't swap character after all that, he wasn't gonna swap anyway, no matter what you said. Or if he did, he would have done it like, you know, begrudgingly and played worse. Like, there's just nothing really to be gained by constantly bitching about swaps. I get saying it one time, like if you got like one support and say like maybe a second support and just leave it at that, and then no one responds, and then you just don't have a second support. Yeah, that's fair enough. But I've seen way too many people get super hung up on their team comps, especially in lower elos where it really doesn't matter. I guess that was my fault there, actually. Unfortunate. Did I eat her ult with that? I'm not really sure. We're finally getting some good value on our ult though. That's pretty neat. Forced out a support ult for free. Or maybe not for free, because I don't see any teammates around. Oh, I do see one now. I just took her health back. Yeah, I might have to look into how Invisible works, because it's kind of bullshit the amount of time she just like escapes. No one really played her in most of my initial games to GM, so I don't have the knowledge or experience about her. But I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. But yeah, with that, like, we'll ran everything out of the way. Right, we had one death. Notice, like, the big difference. You're gonna look at the stats here. This is the stat difference here. It's not a difference in aim. You saw me trying to kill that Spider-Man. I can't aim for shit. Alright, not a difference in aim. Not a difference in begging for heals or amount of heals gotten or whatever. Literally just a raw difference of, like, positioning. I think this is like 99% positioning, 10% resource management, and always having my bubbles when I needed them. Always bubbling like the right teammates to get all their stats up and all that. I mean, we had the most finals like the Spider-Man did. But you notice I had like double his damage just from farming it off tanks, and a shitload of damage block with all the really good bubbles I had. I mean, that's what it's all about, right? Just hold down the fort, keep things steady. That's your job. You're the main tank. You're the guy in the front. Right? Your team needs you to keep that space. You don't really make space on Magneto. You keep space, right? The space that you have for your team to stand on support, to stand on DPS, to do what they want to do. It's your job to kind of keep that and really hold down the fort, because the enemy tanks will mess up in some way, shape, or form and give away some space to your team, and then you keep that and kind of keep pushing forward. And yeah, hopefully that makes sense to some people, because honestly, space is something really hard to explain in any game like this. I could try to explain it, but genuinely, it takes like a long time until you actually go and understand that stuff. So, yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully you find this enjoyable, the rant's enjoyable, gameplay enjoyable. Maybe you learned something, maybe you didn't. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day.